And hello, and hello, everybody. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat out. Hello. Geez, that cough needed to be at the worst time. Anyway, hello and welcome to the Paycom Center as the Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs ready to go here on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal on the iHeartRadio app. Dana Voles in downtown OKC, the YouTuber, our producer, and engineer back in our 98.1 FM studios. Spurs are 18-21, Thunder 20-12. As here's your lineup for the Spurs: Dylan Harper, Stephen Castle, Julian Champagny, Keldon Johnson, Luke Cornett, SGA, Luke Dort, Jalen Williams with an E, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein for the Thunder. So, no Wemby. He's out with an injury.
Everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Yep.
Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Amen Thompson and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday,
there's the upcoming games.
Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are.
So no Wemby. He is out with an injury.
As it's going to be a tremendous.
These two have split the first two meetings of the season.
Luke Cornett is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Harper. And it's Champagny in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4.
Underway here at the Paycom Center.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Well, we know the rumor mill is always active at this point of the season, Richard. For players, what's it like being mentioned in trade talks?
It can be a blow to your confidence.
As Chet Holmgren will get the first basket. Thunder up 2-0.
You just have to remind yourself, it's not personal, just business.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. After Champagny. Offline with his 3. Here's Dort. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yep.
I like when Dort takes initiative because he's
Thunder in the home whites, Oklahoma City in blue letters, blue numbers.
They're shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they
White shorts, blue and orange stripes down the side. Spurs were wearing their road blacks. The Spurs logo in the letter U, SPRS in white letters, white numbers, letters, black shorts.
In 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
All free throws good from George.
Who needs the NBA draft?
Nothing OKC, just underway.
Onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Here's Castle. After Champagny. Ball's not loose and stolen by Williams.
Big steal for Jalen Williams. No slamming in.
And I like how Williams immediately started getting back the other way, ready for the break.
Here's Champagny. Harper wide open.
Harper for 3, no good.
Thunder off to a quick start here. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And he gets the steal to Keldon Johnson. By the way, this is the team I played for, the San Antonio Spurs, in my career. They have one more meeting. That'll be down in San Antonio, and Cornett will slam it in to get the Spurs on the board.
Playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
6'2", Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harper.
Stolen by Luke Cornett.
Castle with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Here's Cornette. 5 to shoot.
Spurs lost to the
Johnson
team
can't
will
hit.
open that shot. This rebound for Isaiah
I'm a little
Hartenstein.
surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Williams.
James Williams.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Harper. The jump hook. And it's
Rebound
Gilgeous-Alexander
by
missing.
Harper.
Castle against Dort. Champagny passes to Harper. Now Johnson.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
No good.
Dort against Castle. Dort passes to SGA.
Harper gets the ball. If he gets the
Now
steal.
here's Harper. Still yet to score. There's the pick. Pass to Cornette. Back to Harper.
Harper needs to get that shot
No
off.
good that
It's so
time.
good. Isaiah
Good
with
by
rebound.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's
Nope.
Hartenstein. Holmgren outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Pitching a Thunder money ball for
Holmgren's
Chet
got 5
Holmgren,
points so
trying to
far.
do Oklahoma
And with
City.
that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's Cornette. He's defended by Hartenstein. Johnson for 3. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Castle
Pass to
has it.
Johnson. From
Johnson
downtown.
again for 3.
Good
That
D
one
by
no good.
Holmgren.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Williams.
If
He
there
picked
is a
up
next
15
one.
points in their last win against Miami.
Keldon gets the steal. Thunder coming off a win against the Heat. Spurs coming off a
to Johnson.
loss. Almost stolen by
Fires the
SGA.
three.
Johnson for 3. It
Another
is
miss by
no
Johnson.
good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he found
3
his
is,
range
or
with
2
that
is
one.
good,
Now
rather.
1 for 2.
That would be 2
Ideal way
OKC.
to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all the
Timeout,
momentum
San
in the first
Antonio.
5 shots.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
There's no Wemby. He's out with an injury.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the
Number
NBA
2,
this season.
Oklahoma City.
Number 1, the Thunder.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Now Cornette. Pass to Castle. Williams with the steal. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, they have gone
Yep.
full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always
Not a good
impressive
start
when
for
you
San
build
Antonio,
double-digit lead.
considering I'm the one who's playing for them. We are doing very good over
And here's Harper from the
Harper
arc.
for
It's good.
3.
He scores.
That's good
his
for
first
Dylan
basket.
Harper.
After missing his
13 to
first two
5
attempts, now
OKC.
1 for 3. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity.
At 3, Ching a Thunder money ball for Chet Holmgren. 16 to 5
I
OKC.
believe is primed to be a special player.
No Wemby because he's out with an injury. Yet I see him over here on the bench.
Back to Harper. Pass to Champagny. Harper with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Champagny.
And he
it's
is
blocked by
rejected
Gilgeous-Alexander.
by SGA,
By
Wiggins,
SGA.
who got checked into the game.
And just trusted his instincts.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I
That
made
2 is in for
emphasis to try to
SGA,
affect the
18
game
to 5
like this
OKC.
before, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Harper. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA blocks Harper's shot. 8 to 10 weeks for Victor Wembanyama is out with an injury. That 2 is in, 20 to 5 OKC.
Holmgren's got 10. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
Remember, no Isaiah Joe. As Cornette takes a shot, it's missed. Rebound for the Thunder.
Now here's Wiggins. Nothing on the board. SGA from outside.
As that 3 is in, Cha-Ching Thunder money ball for SGA. 23 to 5 OKC.
Giving up far too many open.
What happens when you don't have Wemby and he's out with an injury? Timeout San Antonio.
He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Final meeting for the Spurs and for the Thunder here in Oklahoma City. They will meet one more time in San Antonio.
Balls is checked in for Holmgren.
Substitution on the floor.
Yeah, has not been a good start for San Antonio today.
Pass to Waters.
Waters has it. Harrison Barnes.
Here's Castle.
After today, we're halfway through the season.
Waters passes to Johnson.
Johnson for 3, that's no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he
Not a
gets
good
inside
start
his
for
head. Time to take deep
the Spurs.
breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
Asa Wallace will miss. Luke Cornett with a rebound.
That loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors
So
missing
the
all
Thunder,
those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
as Cornett over the Castle. He'll take a 3, that's no good. Isaiah with a rebound.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Or, like I said, halfway through the season.
Now Hartenstein.
Hartenstein gets a 2, that's in, and it's a 20-point Thunder lead, 25 to 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Waters. Back to Castle. They need this.
Nope, but Cornett got the rebound.
Barnes outside.
The Barnes over to Castle.
Castle against SGA.
Castle's got to get a shot off. It's no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jalen Williams.
Foul for
He's
Waters.
averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural
ball is
scorer,
on
and
the line
someone
for
this
two.
offense leans on to help shoulder the
San
load and lead
Antonio
the charge.
really played back.
The first one falls. A different look now for San Antonio. Olynyk, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Johnson. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Castle. Wallace hits 2 free throws. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Olynyk. Now Barnes. 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Holmgren outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their last meeting was in
27-5
Oklahoma City,
OKC.
where they were
5
able to
minute
fight off the
scoring
Thunder.
drought for San
I mean, they
Antonio.
went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided
Olynyk,
score.
Harrison Barnes.
Now here's Barnes.
Take a 2, it's in.
He's coming
San
off a 10-point
Antonio
game against
down by
Minnesota.
20.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard
This will be
time
a
game
season
planning
low
for.
7 points
Wallace
Thunder
kicks
gave
to
up in the
Mitchell.
first quarter.
Pass to Sorber. Marvelous
Sorber will
pass,
play
and
it
he
down
throws it
29-7 OKC.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution.
Remember when the Thunder had the
Couldn't
big
come up with a
lead?
much better start
They
than this. They
blew it
just
against the
have to keep it going.
Sixers, but that was when
Here's
A.J. Mitchell
McLaughlin.
didn't play.
Over in the corner, Barnes.
And Barnes will slam it down.
Okay,
Antonio's
HB, I see you
down by
still pack
20,
a punch.
29-9.
That's an impressive finish.
Holmgren looking around.
Yep.
Mitchell outside. Off the mark. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's McLaughlin in at the point.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Barnes. Holmgren with the steal.
Yep. Going into 12
In
OKC.
the corner, Wallace with it. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 12.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Yep.
McLaughlin, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Barnes, covered by Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Barnes can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 19 points.
18-point lead for the Thunder at 31-12.
Wallace looking for an opening. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. On three-pointer, Wiggins.
That was a fake three-pointer for Wiggins. Should have took that shot.
Wallace outside. Fires from way
Mason's
outside.
gonna miss.
Wallace with another miss.
McLaughlin with the rebound.
Bit of a range check for him.
Barnes.
He might have been feeling himself.
Sohan, Jeremy Sohan.
He can hit it,
McLaughlin
but
for
not
three. That's no good.
Making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
As Kaysen will score 33-12 OKC.
They are just
Timeout San Antonio.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and it's Dort in for Wiggins.
(33-12) Oklahoma City.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Harper, it's tipped. And the
Tipped and out of bounds. It'll be San Antonio ball, so they'll retain
great
possession.
instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to.
Sorber will come back
get the
in.
steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Castle, still without a basket. There's the screen.
Can't believe Castle hasn't scored yet.
Back to Sohan.
And then Sohan will slam it down 33-14
There's a reason why
OKC.
Sohan's a fan favorite. This man brings it.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort finds Caruso. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 19. Pass to Sohan. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's a good screen. Whoa. A three-pointer off the mark.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And Barnes will take a shot. It will miss. Rebound for the Thunder.
9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Next live stream will be later tonight at 7:50 Central Time, as we will have
So,
our
Richard, you hear the phrase hold time. How long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with
Russo missed the three, rebound by Sohan. It'll be the college football playoff semifinal as a foul on Chet Holmgren.
Catch and shoot, catch and decision.
Harrison Barnes will go to the line for a pair. First free throws for either team
72%
tonight.
at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department. Shooting 2.
It's the college football playoff semifinals, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. For a spot in the national championship game.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Kaysen Wallace. The Spurs also with the sub. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Sohan.
Yep. It will be Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels.
Barnes hits them both.
It'll be a 7:50 kick. It was supposed to be a 6:45, but because I have to work tonight, work today until 7. We moved it back.
Now here's Williams.
We moved it back 65 minutes as far as kickoff is concerned.
Here's the 3. Down
As Williams gets a chance to speak, I thought you were ready for. And the Thunder lead is up by 20, so that is the initial plan. But if it's not, then we will delay it to tomorrow. But I'll keep you posted on what I'm going to do. But for now, it'll be a 7:50 kickoff. Which means the YouTuber will have the pregame show from 5 p.m. up to 7 p.m. or 7:15.
Now here's Harper.
Or no, 7:20.
Off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
As that 3 for Castle is good. 39-19 OKC. First basket finally for Castle.
And this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Here's Caruso. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Harper.
Williams with an eye miss rebound.
By 20. Down low. Here's Cornette.
Cornette will slam it down. Now the Spurs are starting to get some momentum. 39-21 OKC.
A steal.
Tomorrow will be Oregon and Indiana. Kickoff at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the college football playoff semifinal at the Chick-fil-A Beach Bowl.
Let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Cornette. Pass to Castle. A three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 18. And here is Caruso. Williams kicks to Dort. Here's Holmgren. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. Caruso, no good.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Harper with the ball. Dort covering.
Harper.
Here's Castle.
Castle for 3. It's good. Castle.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's
a run for San Antonio. 39-24 OKC. Mark Daigneault will have to call a timeout.
Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
You're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Check in for Williams. Kenrich Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Barnes. Outside Williams. Outside, Dort. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Dort's got 8.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
42-24, the bucket and the foul. Luke Dort will get the foul.
And that sends Stephon Castle.
Stephon Castle will get to go to the line for a three-point play. He didn't get anything in the first, and now he's getting it, tearing it up like Terry Lamont in the second half, in the second quarter, excuse me.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins is checked in.
Castle will get it in. It's a three-point play. 42-27 OKC.
Willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Now here's SGA. Got 22 points in the win against Miami.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
So it's San Antonio now. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Crossed up the D perfectly.
And another two for Harper. 13-5 run for San Antonio. 44-29. Well, make it 46-29 OKC.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Harper the pass to Cornette. Castle on the wing. Defended by Dort.
Castle
just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cornette. And he bangs it
That
home.
looks like a down. Spurs back to 15.
Pick and roll by Johnson, generating an opportunity for another guy.
46-31 Oklahoma City.
Outside, Dort. Now Williams. SGA surveying the defense. Pass to Dort.
Dort for 3, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And the foul called on Kenrich Williams.
Williams gets the foul.
First foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Holmgren in for Wiggins.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren.
Outside Harper.
Harper to Castle.
Pocket 6. Pass to Cornette. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Cornette missed.
Hartenstein's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Holmgren gets it in. 48-31 Oklahoma City.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Back to Harper.
Harper gets it in. It's back to a 15-point Thunder lead, 48-33.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
Now here's SGA.
I know a minute to go in the half. That shot is no good. Isaiah got the rebound, but he's fouled by Keldon Johnson, his second.
That's his second, and I think he'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
That was their big lead, but San Antonio's cut it down. That, too, is no good. Good defense for the Spurs.
Going in the first quarter.
Johnson outside. Harper sets a pick for Johnson.
9 points only for SGA. Here's a 3. That's no good. Rebound by Hartenstein. Otherwise, it would have been a dozen donuts.
Hartenstein with the screen on
Holmgren for 3. No good. Cornette will get the rebound.
Twice from deep in the first quarter. He hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
That's his first 3 he's missed.
Here's Johnson.
Johnson missed, and it'll be a 15-point lead at the half.
going into the break, and their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
Oh boy.
Adding a top player still with upside is an accomplishment. Porter Jr. with great length, skill, and we know he can shoot it.
That's a bro moment in our Thunder deal.
When he's feeling good, he can take your offense to a whole nother level, Shaq.
Yeah, but can he stay healthy?
Michael Porter Jr. going to the Sixers for Paul George. So Paul George going to Brooklyn.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Yep. Welcome back to Oklahoma City.
Well, we've got a second half of
We're going to start
basketball
third
for you. I
quarter.
think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with
That's the
Hartenstein at the
Spurs.
center spot. Gilgeous
Dipping in from
Alexander
the second
runs
half.
things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's who Mark Daigneault
Miss.
starts the second
There
half.
gets the rebound.
Now here's Williams. Pass to SGA. Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous Alexander.
SGA, Dean Evil's here at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Producer and engineer back in our 98.1 FM studios. That is Consumer as Harper got fouled.
Forces his way to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Next broadcast for the Thunder
Shooting 2.
will be on Tuesday.
That free throw good from SGA.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Gilgeous Alexander hits them both.
But SGA got them
Spurs
both.
trail by 17. Pass to Castle. Now Cornette nails the baby hook. Cornette's got 8 points.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside, Dort. Now Hartenstein. Outside, SGA. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 11.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
And here's Harper from the arc. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 18. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
We'll take a look at Williams. He's pulled in a lot of votes. Nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Now Williams at after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Rebound, San Antonio. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Harper's shot's good.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Harper against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
The Thunder have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
He's off on the second. Spurs trail by 15 to the middle. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Here's Castle. He's got 11. To the inside. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Steps back and shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. SGA's got 15.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Harper the pass to Johnson. Back to Harper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And it's San Antonio with another.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Outside, Dort. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Harper the pass to Cornette. Now Johnson. Oh, rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Thunder leading by 15. SGA passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Harper. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season. Third is Dylan Harper.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 17. Pass to Castle. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Harper. He's got 12. Here's Champagnie. No good on the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. To the middle. Outside, Dort. Buries the long-range jumper. Dort's got 6 here in this quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Dort against Castle. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Airtight rim protection from Holmgren, using his length beautifully.
Got that one up quick. SGA's got 9 points here in the second half. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals, not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And that one misses. The Thunder leading by 21. Bounce pass from SGA. Here's Holmgren. Plays it up and banks it in. Holmgren's got 16 points.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Barnes sets a screen for Harper. Castle on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Cornette. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
Wiggins outside. Holmgren finds Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein with the screen on Harper. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Inside, it's stolen by Hartenstein. Higgins up top, covered by Johnson. Holmgren the pass to SGA. A baseline Shea. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Castle. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to SGA. Drills the three-pointer. SGA's got 23.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Harper. He's got 12. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Wiggins. The kick out to Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got 9 points.
Nice work by Barnes in that coffin corner. He really had that bad boy dialed in.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Thunder, Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Jalen Williams. San Antonio making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Wallace with a screen for Caruso. Pass to Wallace. Back to Caruso. 4 on the shot clock. SGA, that's a two-pointer. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. A nice shot by Sohan.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Castle's checked in. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Rebound by Olynyk. Spurs trail by 21. Here's Waters. Still scoreless. From outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Pass to Caruso. Holmgren in the post. Barnes on him. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drills it from outside. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Olynyk, a screen on Caruso. Barnes outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And stolen by Castle. The finish throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We come back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Spurs, we'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then it's Castle. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Waters in at the 2. Now here's Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Outside Williams. From deep. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Castle. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Now here's Williams. Down low, goes up on the block, and off the glass. That one's good. Wiggins has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Thunder. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Castle, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Castle with it, defended by Caruso. Now Castle. Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Solid work inside from Sohan. His offense continues to develop at an impressive rate.
Dort kicks to Williams. Back to Dort. Wiggins sets a screen for Dort. Tips it up, and Wiggins able to finish. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Olynyk. Here's Barnes. Takes it off the glass.
Works that one inside nicely.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Williams scanning the floor. Dort passes to Wiggins. Tries from 7. Again, Oklahoma City. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. A wide open look here for Caruso. Again, Oklahoma City.
How about the quick trigger from Caruso? Love the assertive approach there.
Pass to Sohan. Barnes outside. Now Castle. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Sohan missing. Dort left side. Wiggins outside. Pass to Williams. There's the 3. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barnes down low. He's guarded by Williams to end the run, and it's Barnes getting it to go. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
That's good from Williams. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Carlson's checked in, and Wallace subbed in for George. The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And here is Harper. And the Spurs scoring again.
And this is why Harper's teammates and coaches encourage him to fire from that mid-range. They know how lethal he can be.
Here's Topic. Outside Williams. Pass to Topic. To the middle. Here's Caruso.
And Caruso's athleticism just jumps out to you, especially when he's up there finishing.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Cornette. To the paint. Castle against Wallace. Yep, that one goes. Castle's got 19 points.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Here's Topic. He's guarded by Harper. Now here's Caruso. And the shot goes in. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Caruso knows how to manipulate a defense. That's a nice dish right there.
Pass to Castle. Williams against Johnson. Back to Castle. Over Wallace. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Mitchell is checked in for Topic.
To the floor for your Thunder, number 25, A.J. Mitchell.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Harper. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Mitchell drops in the tray. Mitchell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Castle against Wallace. Castle with it. Spurs working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. And Cornette gets it to go.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Carlson. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Caruso. To the inside. Carlson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And stolen by Wallace. Now here's Caruso. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. For 3, Mitchell. That shot off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson outside. Harper against Mitchell. Harper the pass to Champagnie. Good, nice job down low. Champagnie's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Williams. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Here's Caruso following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Wallace. Castle covering. And here is Harper. Johnson outside. Poked away. Takes the three.
No good. Carlson gets the rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself.
The Thunder will more than likely win this game.
Won't do it. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just
total
obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was.
Spurs will fall to 18 and 22 as they make the three.
Whatever they wanted.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game,
one more season meeting, as I said, that'll be in San Antonio.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his
Mitchell will miss a three.
Protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
The Whataburger post-game report is coming up next after we are done. Recap this entire game and preview tonight's CFP semifinal, as that one is out of bounds. It'll be San Antonio ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Pass to Castle. Here's Champagny.
Champagny for three, no good, and that will do it. 103 to 74. The Thunder will defeat the San Antonio Spurs. And that is how the game will end. We're going to start the Whataburger post-game report right now.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
It should say Thunder, not Thunders.
From standpoint as well, they were
whatever. It's still.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on.
Somebody was wearing like a jazz note on their shorts, was crazy. Anyway, welcome to the Whataburger postgame report. SGA 25 points, Chet Holmgren 16 and 16, Luke Dort 14. The rest of the point scorers for the Thunder. Isaiah Hartenstein only had 4 points tonight or today. Stephon Castle led 21 points. Dylan Harper 14. Harrison Barnes 13. Luke Cornett had 12. Jeremy Sohan had 6. Bismarck Bayombo did not play. Neither did Carter Bryant. Harrison Ingram didn't play either, and of course, no Wimby. As I'm just like derping up left and right. As for the Thunder Friends, the OKC Blue, they won over the South Bay Lakers by a score of 106 to 103. Livingston led the way with 18 points. West had 16. Newton 13. And the rest of the deal, Armstrong and Teague did not play. Blue are now 20 and 8. Around the rest of the NBA organization, Miami Heat bounced back to beat the Suns 119 to 118. Tyler Hero led the way with 32 points for the Heat. Norman Powell had 31. Bam Adebayo had 13. And of course, remember, Thunder will finish up their 2-game set at Miami. That will be coming up a part of the 4-game road trip. You look at the rest of the scores for the Heat and all that. Devin Booker had 27 points. Green had 25. Goodwin had 16. Dylan Brooks 14. O'Neal had 13. The rest of the scores for the Suns. Iguodala did not play in the game for Phoenix. Rockets destroyed the Bulls 147-100. Kevin Durant, 47 points for the Rockets as he led the way. Sengun had 26. Fred VanVleet, 17. Dorian Finley-Smith had 12. Ahmed Thomas had 11. That's the Thunder, by the way, next opponent as we start this 4-game road trip. Clint Capella had 9. Steven Adams had 6. Jeff Green had 6. And the rest that did not play for the Rockets. Josh Giddey, former Thunder, 22 points. Vucevic had 21. And the rest of the scores for the Chicago Bulls. T-Wolves beat the Bucks 135-89. Of course, no Giannis in this game. He's still out with an injury. Kyle Kuzma had 17 points for the Bucks. Excuse me. I've been up since 7, so yeah. If anything, I could postpone the semifinal and move it to tomorrow, making it a Monday-Tuesday affair, if you ask me, but we'll see what happens. Gary Trent Jr. had 8, Taurean Prince 8, A.J. Green had 7, the rest did not play. No Giannis, as I said. Anthony Edwards had 37 points, DiVincenzo 28, Julius Randle 20, McDaniels 19, Nasri 10. Rudy Gobert only had 4 points in the contest, and the rest that did not play, as Mike Conley also had 3. Nuggets beat the Pelicans 133-119. Zion Williamson had 33 points in the loss. DeAndre Murray had 23. Alvarado had 9. Bay had 14. Kevon Looney did not score a single point despite 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And the rest that did not play as far as the Pelicans. Jokic had 33 points. Jamal Murray 29. Valanciunas had 20. Aaron Gordon 15. Tim Hardaway Jr. 9 points. The rest of the point scores for the Nuggets and those that also did not play. You already saw the Thunder score. Lakers beat the Hawks 139-119. Luka Doncic had 42 points for the Lakers. LeBron had 32. Austin Reeves, former center, 15. DeAndre Ayton had 14. Dalton Katnich had 11. Hayes had 8. Hachimura had 6. And the rest of the scores for the Lakers and Bronny James did not play along with the rest. Trae Young, 35 points for the Hawks. Johnson had 24. Alexander Walker, 15. Kennard had 13. And the rest that scored for the Hawks and those that did not play. And Golden State beat the Blazers 109-93. Steph Curry, 37 points for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler had 15. Kuminga had 14. Former center Buddy Hield had 13. Ben Simmons 9. Moody had 8. Podziemski 6. Al Horford 5. Draymond 2. The rest did not play for the Warriors. Damian Lillard 19 points. Shaedon Sharpe 17. Scoot Henderson 17. Denny Adavia had 15. Kamara had 10. Jermaine Grant had 7. The rest of the scores for the Blazers and those that did not play in the game. Raptors beat the Pacers 134-121. Tyrese Halliburton had 31 points for the Pacers in the loss. Benedict Mathurin 18, Siakam 14, Nembhard 13. TJ McConnell had 13 in the contest for the you didn't need to hear my voice back there. Neesmith had 9, Jackson 8, Shepard 8, 7 for Huff. The rest did not play for the Pacers. RJ Barrett had 28 points for the Raptors. Brandon Ingram 26, Walter 17, Barnes 15, excuse me. And the dumbest name in basketball, looks like he is out with an injury, which is not good, if you ask me. But don't think that's going to be a big issue for me as far as that is concerned. Sixers beat the Cavs 129-120. Joel Embiid had 26 points for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey had 21. Drummond had 17. Good game for Drummond. How about VJ Edgecombe, the rookie, 16 points. Porter Jr., 14. McCann had 12. Quentin Grimes, 10. Oubre Jr., 7. Edwards, 6. The rest did not play for the Sixers, including Kyle Lowry. Big name right there. Garland had 28 points for the Cavs. Jared Allen, 24. Lonzo had 5. Donovan Mitchell had 17. Mobley, 10. Larry Nance Jr. had 5. As far as the Cavs are concerned, the rest that did not play for Cleveland. Jazz beat the Bulls, shockingly, 116-89. Chicago Bulls, you just made the list. Vucevic, 17 points for the Bulls. Former Thunder, Josh Giddey, 14. Rest of the point scorers for the Bulls and those that did not play. Keontae George had 35. Ace Bailey, 21 for the Jazz. Sensabaugh had 11. Markkanen had 9. The rest for the Jazz, Kevin Love did not play in that contest. Pelicans beat the Brooklyn Nets 118-113. Zion Williamson, 29 points for the Pelicans. Because remember, that is East versus West. Only meeting in New Orleans. There's the rest of the point scores for the Pelicans, those that did not play. Paul George in his first game for Brooklyn had 15 points in the game. Got traded from the Sixers to the Brooklyn Nets. And the rest that did not play for the Nets, as you saw the rest of the point scores. Mavericks beat the Nuggets 130-96. Anthony Davis had 33 points for the Mavs. Klay Thompson, 32. Kyrie Irving, 25. Najee Marshall had 18. P.J. Washington, 7. Christie, 7. Gafford had 4. Daniel Gafford, that is. Rest did not play for the Mavericks, and the rest of the point scorers you just saw there. Nikola Jokic, 23 points. Jamal Murray, 15. Valanciunas had 13. Aaron Gordon had 6, and the rest did not play for the Nuggets. Knicks beat the Kings 115-89. DeMar DeRozan, 21 points for the Kings. Domantas Sabonis had 14. Malik Monk had 13. Zach LaVine, 9. Sark had 9. Murray had 8. Eubanks, 8. Schroeder had 7. Ellis didn't score a point. Rest did not play for the Kings. Jalen Brunson goes off for 42 points in the win. Cat, which is Karl Anthony Towns, 27 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Bridges had 21 points in the game. Brogdon had 9. Hart, 6. Looks like no OG, but no problem for the Knicks. As you see the rest of the scores and those that did not play. And finally, the Clippers defeat the Wizards 120-107. James Harden had 25 points for the Clippers. Collins had 22. Kawhi had 19. Brook Lopez 16. Ivan Zubac had 6. Batum had 14 points tonight. CP3 only 3 points. The rest that did not play and also scored. CJ McCollum 14 points. Kispert had 22. Chris Middleton had 14. Koulibaly had 11. The rest of the scores for the Wizards and those that did not play. So looking at the standings, as I'm going to go ahead and save this so we do not lose data. So we're respectful. We'll start with the East. Knicks are in first place at 33-7. They still have the best record in the East. 7 games over the Cavs. As you see the rest of the records. Down at the bottom, Washington 9-30. Not a big surprise. Surprised to see Milwaukee down here at the bottom as they're on the outside looking in. And I expected a lot more out of the Bucks, but remember, injuries have played a factor for them so far. Mavericks are 36-5. They have a 7-game lead over Oklahoma City. Clippers are now in third place, 7.5 back. The top 5 have now won consecutive games. Thunder have now won 6, so as they're trying to get back into the winning ways, which they're doing well. Suns are now in 6. Rockets are in 7th. Lakers, San Antonio, Pelicans. Down at the bottom, poor Utah Jazz, 7-33 on the board, but at least they're getting some wins. The Memphis Grizzlies need to get some more. Need to get back into consistency. We'll see if they can do that as well. We invite you to join us on Wednesday, because Tuesday will be our other semifinal game for the college football playoff. So we invite you to join us on Wednesday for Thunder basketball, as the Thunder will take on the Houston Rockets. That will be a 7 o'clock tip-off game. Hope you will join us for that. It is also the beginning of a 4-game road trip, as we will make stops at the Miami Heat, the Cleveland Cavaliers, our only trip to Cleveland, and also the Milwaukee Bucks. Hopefully Giannis will be back in the lineup before too long. I don't know how many games or how many days he has left on his recovery, but hopefully we'll see how it goes. I believe this is the second meeting between the Rockets and the Thunder. I think the last time these two teams met, only the second meeting of the year. Remember, Thunder won on opening night against the Rockets, so this is only the second meeting between these two teams. Oklahoma City won the season opener back on opening night as they took care of business. So round 2, but this time we're heading to Houston at the Toyota Center, which used to be home of the Houston Aeros. Now they're the Iowa Wild, who are now up near Minnesota. And now the Houston Rockets down. They'll be at the Toyota Center downtown Houston. We have 7 o'clock, we'll do a 7 o'clock tip-off live on Wednesday. Hope you will join us for that. The YouTuber will have the pregame show from 5 to 6:30. I will take over at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. That is when our pregame show will begin, leading up to tip-off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be Thunder and Rockets' second meeting of the season between these two, because I believe we have 2 more meetings. Yes, we will host the Rockets right before All-Star break. And then we will have 1 more meeting with the Rockets. That will be, I think, towards the end of the season. Or I think that might be it, just the 3. So it's the second of 3 between the Rockets and the Thunder, as I said. So 6:30 our pregame. Tip-off will be at 7 p.m. And, of course, as I said, it's a 4-game road trip before the Thunder head home to host their final meeting with the Pacers, who they beat up there in Indiana. Our first meeting with the Toronto Raptors, which that will be a fun one. And, of course, I believe the final meeting with the New Orleans Pelicans. So that will be a lot of fun. And now for our studio engineer, the YouTuber. I'm Dee DeVos. Thank you for joining me and saying goodnight from the Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City. The final, the Thunder defeat the San Antonio Spurs by a 103-74 count. And hopefully that is good news there. So let's also look at the injury report, as Isaiah Joe will be 1 to 2 weeks on the injuries. Let's see if the Rockets have somebody out. No Jabari Smith, no Tari Easton. So we'll see how it goes. Until then, I'm Dean DeVos. Good night from the Paycom Center. We'll talk to you Wednesday. Coming up next, we'll rejoin the Infinity Network Sports Studios programming already in progress. As I said, we'll talk to you Wednesday. You've been listening to Thunder Basketball on WWLS, the Sports Animal.